I'm about to show you a video of screen recordings I just made on a search. And yo. But let me preface this real quick. If you following a religion makes you a better version of yourself and you only do it for that reason, I applaud it. I do. I've met some of the greatest people that were Muslims because of that religion. Christians because of that religion. Regardless if they're wrong on who their God is, them as people are great people. I think sometimes we lose sight of what the difference between spirituality and religion is. And I think we need to have a conversation. Let's stop arguing about who we think our God is or if you're God and all this, and see how we can love each other. I think that needs to be the overall message instead of how we can hate each other. Shit, even Jesus or Yeshua said, I only have two laws. Love God and love your neighbor. He didn't tell you to wake people up. He didn't tell you to convert people. He just told you that. And I try to do that daily. But I need you guys to hear this and hear it well. Please see my intentions. And I even had to question my own intentions after watching this.
Told by the conqueror, and Christianity conquered the world. I have said this so many times. The only reason why so many people in the world follow Christianity is because those people are the descendants of the survivors. When things like
If churches were good for the black community, the U.S. government wouldn't allow us to have it. Okay, now wait. All of my black Christians, all of my, but the Lord said, but the Bible said, but I love this, I love that. Listen. What are in black neighborhoods? We're over-policed. We got police officers everywhere. Are those good for us? No. We got the stores that sell drinking. I don't know what TikTok wanted me to say, but those drink stores, they're everywhere, every single corner. Are those good for us? We got 7-Elevens every single corner. Are those good for us? Do we have grocery stores with fresh groceries on every single corner? No. Most food deserts are in black neighborhoods. Do we have good elementary schools, well-funded schools and teachers in our neighborhoods? No.
I've never liked how God constantly changes in Christianity to fit whatever narrative is on the table. But then I realized Christianity could not survive if it can't be constantly altered. I was debating a Christian and I asked him, why did God unalive the firstborns of Egypt? He told me because the Egyptians enslaved the Israelites and God's punishment is divine. Using the logic of the Bible, I had to ask him some follow-up questions. So I asked, God brought those babies into existence knowing that he himself would unalive them to punish the Egyptians for enslaving the Israelites, and the entire thing was a part of his plan, so he decided how this would play out and he let it play out like that. Before he was able to answer, I also asked, wait a minute, that means God doesn't care about the free will of those babies, nor does he care about the free will of the Egyptians. Does that mean free will can be interrupted by God as he sees fit?
As Christians, we don't speak to our ancestors. Those are demons. So let me get this right. If I'm black, and my ancestors are black, but in Christianity, it is a sin or demonic or satanic. If I talk to my black ass ancestors, that would make Christianity anti-black. If I make an altar to honor my ancestors,
Christianity hasn't did a single thing for the black community and never will. You see, the thing about Christianity is it teaches you to, turn the other cheek and just let God handle everything. Don't worry about it. Let him handle it. And I hate to bring race into it, bro, but white supremacy and Christianity go hand in hand.
If you never met God, I could just open with that. You never met God. All you've met is a God-shaped cage. Because they didn't give you God. They gave you a simulation. That's all it was. It was a hollow echo, wrapped in rules, dripping with somebody else's fingerprints. They said he's just, but all you've met is control.
they praise God but blame the devil. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense either way. If God is responsible for all the good things in the world and the devil is responsible for all the bad things in the world, you realize that puts God and the devil on the same level of power because they both have the power to influence this world. They praise God but blame.
black folks will never be free because they don't want to be free. And the ones that want to be free don't know how to be free. Was a phrase my mother beat into our heads since we were children. And up until I started my own organizing and political activism work, I thought she was bugging. But mom's right. A few months ago,
I had to again question my intentions or my original intentions on making this video. And the God in me automatically saw and felt what I might be portraying is not what I'm intending. And whoa. Like I said, I've met great people. Muslim, Christian. Doesn't matter. If that makes you a better person, yes. I'm not pushing you to hate God. But I can see how when I talk against religion, it comes off that way. And I don't want that. So after you hear me say that, and I showed you when I showed you, can you for a second take a look at your own religion, not your improvement of God or love for God or your idol, but can you see that maybe the God that you were built your foundation on is an evil one? Of that religion, not God, but the God you worship of that religion. Because there's no fucking way, after you watch that, which was all facts, figures, numbers, you could say and represent and try to propagate to people is a holy God, full of confusion, contradictions, and human being error. Not God, human that they propagate as God. You can't look me in my face and tell me I'm telling you some bullshit. And that's coming from God. You guys have a blessed day.